What is up, you guys? Back at it again with another video. If you've been watching the channel, if you've been watching the Instagram, you know I have been absolutely obsessed with this 2017 Triumph Bonneville bobber I picked up. This bike is amazing. I'm having a really great time with it. I knew I was going to like it just because I like the way it looks so much, but I was floored by how much I actually like riding it. But it's been taking my time and attention away from the other motorcycles that I've been wanting to make videos on, which includes the new Triumph Trident right here. I just haven't really gotten much time to spend on this bike and actually film a video yet. So that's what we're going to do today. If you're interested in the 2022 Triumph Trident, stick with me because we're going to get into it right now. The true test of any new motorcycle, though, is how is it with the sketchy stuff? How does it handle urban enduro, as I like to call it? And I'm pleased to report the Trident is good at it. It does it. We're in some sketchy back alley, as I tend to be, and it's handling it well. Oh, we got the low fuel light on. I've never actually seen that, so now we know what that looks like. And here we are at a gas station. How convenient. Woo! All right, let's fill this old girl up. Pretty standard fare from Triumph. Keyed gas cap, just like any of their other sport bikes. And it's hinged, pretty nice. You don't have to worry about it falling off or anything. I hate keyed gas caps, but if you are gonna have a keyed gas cap, I like it to be attached. One of my big gripes about the Bonneville bobber is that it's a keyed gas cap and it comes off completely. It's like this is the worst of both worlds, you know. But all right, let's get this gas and I'll get back to it. I am back because I need to let you guys know that the Trident does take premium fuel. You are going to be shelling out for the good stuff if you get this bike, but it's not a ton of gas. It's pretty good on gas. I'll float the specs on the screen here. The fuel economy is nice. The tank's pretty large for this class, so you won't be stopping too often, so it's all good. And topping her on up. Cool. All right, we got 2.6 gallons. Cost me $11.35 in Atlanta, GA. Not too shabby. I mean, it's not good, but it's not necessarily bad either, you know. Startup screen's pretty good. Flashes all of its lights and whatnot when it's sitting on. You do get a service wrench when you turn the bike on and a check engine light if the bike is on but not starting. I read the manual. It's just because it's draining the battery. So you start it up, those go away. Like so, and you're back in the fight. One thing I really dislike about this bike is the click from first gear, or from neutral to first gear. It is not awesome. It is just straight mush when you go into first gear. All the other gears click beautifully like you would expect from Triumph, but the neutral to first shift is pretty mushy and shitty. That needs some work. Granted, this bike isn't super old, so I imagine once they do a nice like relaunch or a redesign or like just a revamp, hopefully that gets fixed. But for the time being, bleh. But it's all right. You can totally live with it being mushy. It's not like you're like trying to like competitively jump into first gear in this bike. All the shifts from there on are really nice, really responsive, just tactile. They feel great, so I can live with it. Woo, this rain is really coming down now. And of course your boy has a 0 rain gear on, but that's okay. We got rain mode though on this Triumph though. We're gonna really put it to the test today, I suppose. The shifter on this bike is very close in, so if you have a big boot, you may have a little bit of a difficulty engaging it. What you're gonna wanna do is, like I have to do on a lot of sport bikes, I don't have the biggest feet, but depending on the boots I'm wearing, you have to kind of rock this number where you like kind of tweak your foot in to get the shifter. It's made worse by this bike's having fairly long pegs. If you look down at it, the pegs stick out pretty far compared to how close in the shifter is, and a lot of the bike is blocking you from the shifter, so just not great. That can be changed pretty easy in the aftermarket. Just put a different shifter on there. You could probably even just bend the linkage on it or bend the arm out a little bit, or just kind of something like that, you know. If left to my own devices, would probably just put a different shifter on there because it's a cheap part. It's really easy to swap. Will take you a couple seconds. Plus, it's an opportunity to customize a bike, and I'm always looking for an opportunity to change something on a motorcycle. So, an easy one is always a nice, good deal. Woo, see? That was so mushy that, like, at first, it didn't feel like it even went into first. I had to, like, really rock it down there. That needs some work. I wonder if, like, switching the shifter or, like, getting kind of inside there at the linkages, any kind of switching in there can make it any better. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. This guy's blowing leaves in the rain in the middle of the street. Talk about commitment to your job, my guy. Woo! Somebody give that man a raise. He has to realize that that doesn't work. Yeah, when you get on the gas in that rain mode, it really does inhibit your, like, acceleration. It really is keeping things smooth. You can't rip off, which is good. What are you doing, lady? Come on. You're just gonna pull on out, huh? You don't care that somebody's coming. Here you come. Like I was saying earlier, people are really wild here lately, man. The drivers, the problem is, I've diagnosed the problem. Dr. Cosmo Traffic Doctor, I have decided the problem is a lot of people are moving here from other cities. A lot of people are moving from smaller cities where there's not such heavy traffic, and they don't understand how to, like, deal with all the Atlanta traffic. You can always tell somebody is new to Atlanta because they'll be complaining about the traffic. They'll be like, oh, the traffic's so bad today. But people from Atlanta are like, bro, the traffic's bad every day. Rush hour here is from noon till 8 p.m. Like, you're always sitting in traffic. People are always driving fast. There's always chaos, and you just get used to it when you live here, and you learn how to fit into it. You got to drive offensively, not defensively. That's honestly what it comes down to. But newbies that are just here, they won't really understand how to handle it, and they'll just start doing dumb stuff like that guy. I'm just gonna pull on out. But you gotta live with it. You gotta kind of be on the guard at all times when you're riding a motorcycle. Just stay safe out here, you know. You gotta stay safe out here in these streets. If you get that reference, then good on you for watching more moto vloggers than just me. If you don't get that reference, I won't tell you what it is because the guy is out of his mind. But I'm really enjoying this bike. This is just kind of a first ride review. I'm getting dumped on right now, but I have zero complaints. I'll do a more in-depth review after I can get a bunch of miles on it. But right now, it's just kind of a first ride, testing it out. I've been waiting to get on this bike so I can, like, show it to you guys. And you can kind of stand by in the next days, maybe weeks. There'll be a full-on review once I have an opportunity to really stack some miles on this bike, take it somewhere more, like, I don't know, difficult to ride, some twisties or something, give you a real ride review. But this is just a first little check-in. I hope you guys are staying dry wherever you are. I hope you're getting a ride in good weather. If you like this video, go ahead and hit thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please hit subscribe. The subscriber count is growing slowly but surely, and it's making me a very, very happy boy. Last but not least, put yourself a duck on your motorcycle. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.